So to celebrate my new studio space, which you are getting a sneak peek at, I'm going to take you through 3 of my favorite moves. And so what we're going to work on really here is lower back. It's a big concern for a lot of people. So the movements I'm going to take you through work through the various movements that happen at the back. So the first is going to be a rotational exercise. So if you bring yourself into knees bent and feet flat and sitting up nice and tall. We want to really feel both sitting bones evenly. So just to start to feel yourself move from side to side, get contact through those sitting bones. You want to keep the left hand down to the floor beside you and bring the right hand up to the shoulder. If we think about a clock face, and a clock face is 12 o'clock in front of us, 6 o'clock behind, 3 o'clock to our right and 9 o'clock to our left, essentially what we're trying to do is turning the rib cage on a diagonal across the body, reaching across, turning your rib cage and reaching with your arm. So probably to about 10 and then going back to 5. So breathe in as you go across the body and breathe out, take it wide. And instead of just allowing that arm to go across the body, think about turning your rib cage. So we're turning our rib cage to the left and turning our rib cage to the right. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale across and exhale out. Last one. Now, place that right hand down and bring the left hand up to the shoulder. So now we've got to go to the opposite way. So we're going to go across to 2 and then out to 7. Breathe in, go across, and breathe out, take it wide. So we're working on a diagonal here. We want to turn the rib cage to the right as the arm goes in that direction in front of you and across. And turn the rib cage left. Keep the hand palms up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Now, take yourself onto your back. So we're going to go into flexion here. And actually, we're going to do a little bit of extension as well. So if we take the hands behind the head, elbows wide, we want to tuck our chins in, but create an arch in your lower back by tilting the pelvis forward. And when you curl up on your out breath, press your back flat as you tuck your chin in and continue up. Inhale back, create an arch. Flatten the back and come forward. Breathe in and breathe out. So if we go from an arch position, we're really opening our abdominals and going into a more closed position. So thinking about bringing the ribs and hips further away from one another. And as you come up, they're getting closer to one another. Breathe in and tuck the chin in, come up. So we're not trying here to take the rib cage into a really tight position by tightening our abdominals actively. They are tightening just by the virtue of that they're getting closer together. Breathe in, open out. Breathe out, close up. 2 more. Roll the head and neck back down. And if you want to here, just take the head and neck and roll it from side to side. Just breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, letting that head be heavy. So the last exercise I'm going to do on my tummy is going to work in our mid-back quite often when I see people who have lower back issues, the mid-back doesn't move very well, which means that your lower back may be doing more. So it's quite good to try and activate the muscles around the mid-back, get those joints moving, and back to center. So we're going to turn onto our tummy for this last one. So if we start with the arms just out to our sides and elbows bent to 90 degrees, and if you take the legs open a little bit wider just to where they're comfortable, and start to take a little lift up, keeping your chin tucked in and lower back down. And so ideally what you want to feel is your mid-back, but not your lower back. So try not to squeeze the bottom and try not to activate the lower back or compress it. So breathe in, come up, and breathe out, come down. And so as you come up, your shoulder blades should move down your rib cage, and as you lower, they should release. Breathe in, and breathe out. And so if we think about our lower part of our rib cage staying down, the more movement we start to get through the mid-back, the higher we can start to come without affecting our lower back. So stay with what you feel comfortable. And it may take a while to really notice the mid-back movement. If you haven't been moving there for a long time, it takes a little while to start to see enough movement that you can recognize that it's happening, but it's good to work on. Particularly as we're all working on computers and we're doing Zoom calls. 2 more. And just come up from there. So, 3 things there that are great little exercises, all for getting that connection between the ribs and the hips moving, either with a rotation, a flexion extension, and then just the added bonus of working that mid-back. So it really starts to feel like there's more mobility there and it takes some of the pressure off your lower back. So on this really wet and rainy Friday, at least we're getting rain, hope you guys are staying dry. Take a little bit of time, try the exercises out. I'm going to pop a link just below for my classes. If you're really interested in joining me, this is just a snippet of what the classes are like. I am going to be starting a beginner series of classes for those who've not done Pilates before. But my Pilates is a blend really of a couple different things that I do, and I'm very movement orientated and trying to sort of get the better movement into your body. Without too much force, small gentle movements, less is more, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. So have a great weekend, take care from me, bye!